Okay, folks, welcome to this week's Fife Property Update, the last one of 2023. Okay, let's first of all start off with the most important thing for me to happen this year. And it is the most important thing for me, and it's why I do what I do, is we've managed, and you've helped us manage to do this, is to contribute over £28,000 to local Fife events, causes, and charities. Let me talk about some of the people that we helped and you helped us help by simply using us. If you're a landlord, if you're a seller, if you're a buyer, if you're a tenant, and if you've just in any single way, this has helped contribute to this over £28,000 given to local Fife charities, events, causes as well. Let me talk about some of the ones, as I said. Okay, so beginning of the year, we actually started to contribute again to laptops for schools. Now, the final total for laptops for schools, it went to over £3,000. So £3,000 worth of laptops have been given away over the year to local events, local PTAs, local causes for raffles to help them raise much needed funds. At beginning of March, we actually sponsored the St Andrews Rotary Club for their Antiques Valuation Day over in the Rufflets in St Andrews. We contributed over £1,000 for that. That generated that day, because we anchored that funding and guaranteed that funding to get that event off the ground. That generated over £2,400 for two charities. Alzheimer's Scotland got £1,200, and Chaz, which is the Children's Hospice, got £1,200 as well out of that. As well, I was approached by the rector at Wade Academy, who asked me if I could help out and contribute, if Fife Properties could help out and contribute at Wade Academy for the fight for the East Neuk schools area to go away. Unfortunately, rising costs had meant their bus and their group group activity they had as their away familiarisation day for their young people was actually going to cost £2,340 more, and they actually reached out to us in the community, and we decided to actually sponsor that event and actually give that money to that event to let it go ahead. Over 100 people, 100 children and young people went to a familiarisation away day in the East Neuk area as a result. So that contributed to that as well. Series Highland Games, another event we sponsored to make that happen. Actually a number of benches, actually maybe two or three benches actually, we gave to the St Monans tidal pool, which is the green plastic benches for the St Monans tidal pool. That was over £1,000. We also did Amazon purchases. There was a wish list for Autism Rocks for charity. They had a wish list. They needed people to buy stuff for them, Autism Rocks. And we decided to buy the whole lot for them, over £500 worth of stuff for them. Again, it's you. It actually helps us do this. The very fact that you're using us to provide a service and for that reason enables us to give all that money to charity in the local Fife events. Sponsored the Kennaway Star Hearts Girls 14 team, was all their strips. I think they were quite surprised. We turned up and said, there you go, we'll pay for it. It's £1,000. We'll pay for the whole lot for you as a result. RNLI, again, benefited this year immensely. Over £2,600 was given to the RNLI in Anstruther to help them on some of their charity days. There's another event that we're still to contribute to, and that's already run for Christmas. And that will push that total up probably beyond £3,000 to the RNLI in Anstruther. Again, other ones as well. Let me just talk about it. Promise Dreams was a charity which will help seriously ill children and terminally ill children to grant their wish for them. So we gave £2,000 to them as a result to grant it, because that's what it takes to grant one child's wish. So he enables us to do that as well. Donation to the East Neuk Emergency Trust as well, over £1,000 given to them. There was a couple other ones in here. Breast cancer for the Pittenweed Mermaids, they were running something. East Neuk Roundtable we gave to as well. Fife Gingerbread have received over £1,000 as a result of your generosity in using our services. Ely Primary School PTA, £500 to fund equipment. We sponsored as well another one is the Bring Home. We made that happen. So that was the final hurdle. At the final hurdle, we pushed it right over to the 5,000. I think it was the £5,000 mark. We pushed that total over by giving the Bring Home post the GoFundMe campaign by £569. Buckhaven fireworks event would never have gone ahead probably. We gave her £500 to that as well at the last minute to make that event happen, as well as everybody else that contributed to that. Reality is it's a rising tide that lifts all ships here. So there's loads and loads of donations there. I'll do a more detailed post and I'll let everybody see it and will be sent out to our customers. But once again, thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts at Fife Properties. You've enabled us to give over 28,000 to local charities and Fife causes and events as well in the year, just by using us to sell your house and to rent your house. And when you're buying a house and when you're renting a house from us, or when you're using us as a landlord, or any services you use, that enables us to do these totals. Please take time, if you can, to share this. This is the reason I do this. For that very reason, the more we can bring in, the more we can give away. That's all it comes down to. As well as in the year, just a quick one. One of the things that happened in the year, we won Estate Agent of the Year again in Scotland, the #1 estate agent in Scotland again for the 3rd year running. Can we win it next year for the 4th year running? So that #1 in Scotland, #1 in Fife as well. And that's it. I'm going to quickly jump on to the numbers here. This is actually quite interesting. This is how the Boxing Day bounce. Okay, so hardly anything came onto the market in terms of Fife for selling this year in the last week from the 24th to the 30th. But from the ones that did come on, there was 19 that came on. There was 8 actually sold. But more interestingly, what you need to see here is the audience that most people missed by not listing in the last week. Over 11,000 actually. Look at that. That's just our website. In the last week, that's 1,500 people a day went onto our website from all these areas: London, Edinburgh, Kirkcaldy, Dunfermline, Glenrothes, Dundee, Glasgow, St Andrews, Aberdeen, and more all over. And so it just shows you there's a huge amount of activity still out there. There's 1,500 people a day so far looking on our website, and that's just our website. We're not taking into account Zoopla that we're on. We're not taking into account Rightmove that we're on. We've not taken into account S1 Homes that we're on. We've not taken out all the newspaper websites we're on. We've not taken any of that into account at all. This is just purely our website. So it just shows you the amount of activity is out there from people that are looking to buy or looking to rent a property. So next year, for anybody that's watching this, they're not selling right now, and they think next year I'll maybe just wait till spring again. Don't wait. It just shows you how much activity you get over the Christmas period. I do believe we've got offers already on properties, and we're actually just waiting on solicitors opening. That's the only thing that's stopping us. We're just waiting on solicitors opening so we can get these offers in writing. So we can't actually physically accept anything now until we get them in writing. So that's that. Let me just talk about some of the shows are on this post. Some of the links: 7 New Year's resolutions homeowners on Fife can stick to, and that was a good one yesterday. Andrea and myself did that one. It was just 7 top tips on the New Year's resolutions as a homeowner in Fife that you can actually stick to help you get through the next year, get through 2024. Another one during the week was saleability drop in the Fife property market has dropped by 6.3%. Now that's purely due to the fact that transactional numbers, that goes hand in hand with the Zoopla price index as well, which shows that the annual house price inflation is down 1.1%. However, new sales agreed is up, so it's actually quite positive year on year. Transactional numbers are very, very important to the health of the property market. So there's a lot more detail in these 2 posts as well. Quickly, as a finish off for this year, for 2023, tomorrow, yes, New Year's Day, Richard and I will be doing. I'm going to say I stupidly opened my mouth and said, I'll do something on New Year's Day with you. We'll do it live. What are we going to talk about? Tell you what, let's talk about In Pursuit of Excellence. This is something I wrote and I actually sent it to Richard and decided, let's talk about a show on this. In Pursuit of Excellence. We're going to talk about that tomorrow on the Wealth Creation Show at 12:30. Richard and I, continuous learning, just things that I've learned over a period of time over the last 30 years. It's got me to where I am so far. It got me to meet Richard Branson and spend a week with him on Necker Island. So something must be working if that's the case. Probably one of the highlights of the year for me personally. And that's it. So tune in tomorrow, Wealth Creation Show, 12:30. It's going to be live over all the channels. And until next time, guys, it's have a great new year from me. And hopefully we'll see you on the other side in 2024. Bye-bye for now.